I'm going to start off with a quote by Admiral Stanahan. The F-22 was initially adopted by the U.S. Air Force to give it an edge over the enemy air technology. However, a funny thing happened. The enemy air technology stopped improving. Hi, my name is Alex Snyder, and today I'll be going over the evolution of stealth technology from its beginning uses in the Gulf War to where we are today. Coming from a family with a large military background, I'd always been fascinated by all military technology. I always read over the Air Force magazines trying to find out the latest machinery and how we'll use it in the War on Terror. Because of this, I'm going to be going over the basics of radar evasion, how it was used in the Desert Storm conflict, and how we have evolved to where we are today with modern-day stealth fighters. So how does stealth technology work? Well, to start off, I'm going to be going over how radar works. Pretend that Howard's Rock is radar source. Basically, it sends out microwave radiation in all directions. And when an object is struck by the microwave radiation, it reflects a portion of its size back to the source. This is called the radar cross-section of the object. And with it, the radar can determine its size, shape, velocity, and location. Basically, radar evasive stealth technology has two methods of evading the radar signatures. The first is uses a combination of small and large jagged surfaces. For instance, the F-117 has a crystal-like structure which reflects radar in multiple directions, allowing it to not return to its source. Sorry, this flashcard got messed up. The second method is called radar absorption, and it's primarily used in the B-2 bomber. And that basically is a carbon fiber or ferrite-based paint, which is on the surface of the vehicle that absorbs the energy of the radar, allowing it to not return to its source. Now that I've discussed the methods that it evades the radar, let me go over the first two preliminary aircraft, the F-117 fighter and the B-2 Spirit. The Lockheed F-117 is a single-seat stealth fighter that has air-to-ground capabilities. It saw its first flight in 1981, and it was the first vehicle to actually have the concept of stealth technology. On the other hand, the B-2 Spirit saw its first flight in 1989, and it saw most of its action in the Kosovo conflict of 1999. It's roughly 52 meters wide, which is larger than this room, but on a radar it appears like a small bird, roughly 25 centimeters, and that's using the radar absorption method. And it's just an incredible technology that we can reduce that size by that much. Now let's take a look at how the two vehicles were used in the Operation Desert Storm. In Desert Storm, the offensive campaign was nicknamed Instant Thunder to show our want for quick and decisive victory. For that, we used the F-117, which was tasked with destroying enemy air defenses and enemy detection capabilities. On January 17, 1991, a swarm of F-117s bombed the Iraqi installations with their air-to-ground capabilities and took out most of their air defenses. This allowed for the larger planes like the B-52 bombers to completely decimate the enemy forces. In short, the F-117s were crucial for disrupting enemy forces in Desert Storm and saved countless American lives. Despite the incredible technology within the F-117, sadly on May of 2008, it was retired and replaced with the F-22 Raptor. The F-22 is a vastly superior stealth aircraft which has much better fighting capabilities compared to any other aircraft at this time. The F-22 costs roughly $150 million per unit, which makes it the most expensive fighter vehicle at the time. However, it was crucial to the Air Force's campaign for air superiority at the turn of the 21st century. The concept of equipping all of these modern-day fighters with stealth technology arose from our use of the AWACS, which are Airborne Early Warning and Control. These are deployable aircraft which have on board a large radar, it looks like a disc, that can detect anything within 250 miles. That's huge. That's like pretty much the size of a country. However, radar detection is not the only thing that we have to worry about. We also have visibility at high altitudes, heat signatures, and smoke contrails, which is the smoke that comes out of the jets. For visibility, all of our modern-day fighters are painted light gray, which helps them blend into the background no matter what the weather is, whereas the F-117 just appeared as a black dot, which made it only effective at nighttime. For heat, the F-22 has an internal cooling system, which is placed right next to the engine and almost completely decimates the heat effect from the rear of the plane. And as for smoke on trails, it uses a chemical called chlorofluorosulfonic acid, which breaks up all of these smoke and water vapor particles that come out of the engine. These, along with many other improvements, have helped make our stealth fighters virtually undetectable by the enemy. In summary, the adoption of stealth technology has helped us reduce our casualties in all conflicts and has helped us increase our success rates for covert operations. Stealth technology is an area of technology that will always be improving and will always give us an edge over our enemies. To highlight the importance of concealment, I refer to Ambrose Bierce, who said, "The art of taking is acquiring frequently by force, but preferably by stealth."